Everyone, it's the Queen, Cherlnell Lane, coming to you with a rant video. Um, so I have I have tried and tried to stay quiet on this for so long, and the video people are telling me to hang on. So I'm going to just tell you all about some things I have coming up. I'm going to be at It Takes a Village on May 6th. It is an event honoring and well, supporting and encouraging young mothers and families, and I'll be speaking two pieces there. I'll also be at the Lupus Retreat from Loop Us, the organization, on May 12th, teaching a class called Writing Through Your Pain. And I'll also be teaching my own class, Raising Our Voices, Writing Through Sexual Abuse, at the Awakenings Foundation on May 19th. And I will be at the Lupus Awareness Day on May 27th at the Southside Community Arts Center speaking. So please come check me out. I have all of those events are on Eventbrite or Facebook events. So please go check them out. Get tickets. My link to my class, Raising Our Voices, Writing Through Sexual Abuse, is actually in my bio. So you can go there and click the link and sign up for my class. We do journaling, we do poetry, we do other things, activities. And the class is a 3-hour class from 1 to 4 at the Awakenings Foundation, 4001 North Ravenswood in Chicago, Illinois. So if you are a survivor of sexual abuse, sexual assault, please, and live in the Chicagoland area, please come out and join us. We will have a good time. And don't worry if you're not a seasoned writer or if you're not a Pulitzer Prize winner. You don't have to be. We're going to start with the basic, simple, and we're going to make it easy and fun for everybody. So please come out. For those of you who are wondering, there will be triggers in the class. We do have a safe person on staff, but just make sure that you are ready to deal with those things as we write through the emotions dealing with sexual abuse. And you can also check out my website at Cherlnell.com. And my link for my sexual abuse class is in my bio. Now, let's get to this rant. I was trying my hardest not to say anything on this subject, and I don't know why I was trying my hardest, because it doesn't make any sense not to say anything on this subject. Bill Cosby, okay? And he got convicted, and he's gonna serve some time in jail. That's not even what I'm talking about right now. The man was convicted of a crime that he committed, of crimes that he committed, and he's going to serve time. Is he serving enough? Is he not serving enough? I'm not even finna get on that right now. What is bothering me and concerning me is the fact that people in the African American community want to take the past things that he's done or his legacy into their questioning victims, 60 plus victims that came forward. And people say, it's been so long. Like, why would you? People have been coming forward on Bill Cosby for decades. Like, this isn't new. For those of you all who don't know, this is not something that just happened. This is something that's been happening. Okay? And like I said in my post last night, could it be that they're just paying attention to it because he was trying to acquire NBC and they was trying to stop him from doing that? It could be. But guess what? If he never did it, they wouldn't have anything to bring up. I think the missing point is that he did it. He's guilty. Like, that is the missing piece that people are not understanding. And it's because women are at the lowest totem pole. Like, it's blaming the victim time. It's, oh, what did they think was going to happen? So, I am not safe, and it's my fault because I should have known that this lovable, seemingly person who has this great reputation is going to drug and rape me. And that's my fault. That he drugged and raped me, or drugged and molested me, or drugged and did whatever to me. Do you all understand how ridiculous you sound? Oh, and we're forgetting about his legacy. He did so much for black people. Okay, he did. Yes. Recognize everything. He did make strides for black people in television and TV that were not made before. And he also drugged and raped. He also drugged and raped people. So we're just going to be like, the Cosby Show was the bomb, so he just get off. No, that's what had been happening. That's what been happening when the women come forward. And that's why it's been 30 years or plus or whatever since these people have been able to make a case. That's why people in Hollywood are just speaking up on other people who have been doing the same thing. And for people that's saying, oh, it's just, they just trying to do this because he black. Blah, blah, blah. Have you been watching the news lately? I don't even watch the news. I don't watch the news. But I know what's been going on as far as in Hollywood, with all of the people speaking up, telling them, and just everywhere. The Me Too movement is like spectacular. Like, come on. It's not just him. And it's time for us in the African American community to stop protecting pedophiles and rapists. We need to stop doing it. Okay? I mean, this is ridiculous. You got Uncle JoJo that you don't want your kids to be around because he be messing with the kids. But he's still invited to every cookout. No! It's time to start punishing. It's time to start showing people that this is not okay. R. Kelly been raping girls since he turned into an adult. I say raping because statutory rape is real. And you can't be hanging out at high schools trying to pick up your next wife. Or wives. Now that we know he had harems. Which makes sense for R. Kelly. But we just always blame the victim. Oh, they should have knew. Oh, they shouldn't have did that. Oh, why the parents do that? What about the guy doing it? I know we're supposed to treat our black men as kings, but if they're not treating us as queens, what are we doing? A king is supposed to behave with respect and honor. Someone that we put up on a pedestal, well, we shouldn't put anybody up on a pedestal, but the people that we're putting on pedestals as a community are supposed to uphold certain values. And I damn sure ain't holding up no values to raping people, to molesting kids. Just because you like the music he made. Just because you want to believe that you can fly, you going to sit up here and excuse everything he doing. And support him. And say he shouldn't be arrested. He was caught on tape having sex with a minor and doing other things with her. And got off. This is ridiculous. But we're arresting people out there and killing people for having cell phones that we thought was guns. For walking home at night in their own neighborhood. For playing in a park. For selling cigarettes. This is what we need to be paying attention to. Not supporting and trying to get off rapists and pedophiles. Because we like what they did. Because we like that they made some music. Because that we like their TV show. Because they played a good dad on TV. That's called acting, sweetheart. That's called acting. And he might be a great actor. He obviously is. But that has nothing to do with what he done in his personal life. In his real life. This is real life. This ain't the Cosby Show. This ain't Ghost Dad. This is the real life. And he hurt women. And when we blame the women, let me tell you something about women. Women get the hardest rap, especially black women. What Malcolm X said about black women is so true. We are at the bottom of the totem pole. We get no respect, okay? And then y'all wonder why we seem like we have attitudes and why we always sassy and why we're always demanding. Because otherwise, we will be out here just dead. Because if we don't champion for ourselves, who's left championing for us? I think that it is absolutely ridiculous for black men to say, or any man, I mean women in general, for any man to say that a woman deserved what she got is dealing to rape, abuse, whatever. I think that is absolutely ridiculous. And I think that you are not a man. I think that to think that you're a man and a protector of women. Because men are supposed to protect women. But that is not what's happening. And that's not what's been happening for a very long time. Especially in the African American community. We are being used as pawns. We're being used as scapegoats. We're being used as pieces to make men look better, or pieces to show that they are better than us by putting us down. And I think that is absolutely sad. In the black community, I'm hearing so many people say, well, they should have knew what they said, and why they wait so long to come out, and if they really felt bad about it. As a sexual assault survivor, as a sexual abuse survivor, when you close your eyes at night, you can still be in that place. I don't care how long ago it was. I don't care how long ago it was. And part of your healing, it can be bringing that person to justice. If that person never got brought to justice, oh my God, you have no idea. If you had to be around that person, I want you all that think, oh, this is they doing him wrong, and he didn't rape so many women and drug them and rape them. I want you all to think about being in that situation. Thinking about you as a young person, a woman, because most men, they think a woman as, not most men, I'm sorry, some men think women less than and weak and meek and all of this stuff. So think of yourself, women included, that think this, that want to praise Bill Cosby and say he shouldn't have been arrested and all this other stuff. Think about it like this. You're a woman, young, just getting into the entertainment industry in whatever capacity, and you have this great Bill Cosby, and he says to you, I want to help you learn about this, or I want to help you do this, just, stop by and we'll chat it up and I'll teach you what I know or whatever. You're excited. You're like, oh my goodness, I'm going to get some information from the greats. Of course you go. Of course you go. You're not thinking anything of it. You're thinking, I'm finna get by the great. And then you go and he offers you a drink, and of course you drink, and next thing you know, your pants are down, your skirt is up, things are going on. You can't really fully stop it because you don't know what's going on with your body, but you feel really weird. And then he tells you, if you ever want to be something in this business, this is between me and you, or you can't tell anybody. This is your life. And think about the time period in which this happened. You all think about how black people have not been free that long. How civil rights movement. My mother lived through the civil rights movement. That's not that far removed. They're still lynching folks. That's not that far removed. So think about how women came into the mix. Not that far removed. Women are still fighting for rights that men have. We still getting paid 70 cents on a dollar. We still are just breaking in to industries, and to fields. They're still being awards won, just like they're still being the first black awards won. That's ridiculous. They're still the first woman awards won. The first woman to win this award. It's still happening. So back then, it was even more. And you're like, oh my God, you're embarrassed. You feel shamed. You feel guilty for letting it happen. Even though it's not your fault. And you're young and you're just breaking into this business. And you think, well, I nobody's going to believe me anyway. He's Bill Cosby. Because is that not what's happening? You all don't believe them because he's Bill Cosby. And this is years later, after his fame has kind of fizzled a little bit. So So what do you think would have happened at the height of the Cosby Show? What happened? They swept it under the rug. Why? Because he's Bill Cosby. They didn't believe them because he's Bill Cosby. So you just deal with it. But that doesn't mean it doesn't torture you every day of your life. That doesn't mean that when you lay with a man, you don't have flashbacks. I need people to be empathetic and sympathetic. Just period. Just period. As people, just be empathetic and sympathetic to people. It just really amazes me how people don't care. How people can't take the time to put themselves in a situation. And not put yourself in a situation and say, oh, I would never do that. No, put yourself in a situation. It's already happened. It's done. How do you feel? What are your thoughts? We got to come together as a people. And we can't do that supporting people who aren't supporting us. You want us to support Bill Cosby while he's raping us? You want us to support R. Kelly when he's picking up our girls from the high school? Yeah. Our daughters. Yeah. I just need people to be more aware. You know what I'm saying? To think about other people and not just themselves. I just need people to be supportive of one another. And less supportive of people doing wrong. I can't believe that women are supporting this man and not putting themselves in the women's situation. I can't believe that brothers that call themselves kings, that want to be leaders of households and run nations, are supporting this man and saying that they shouldn't have never been in a situation. The women are the victims, and they're the reason. It's time for it to stop. As we end Sexual Assault Awareness Month, it's time for this to stop. It's just sad. It's just sad. Okay, I'm done. I just wanted to let you all know that I will be coming very soon with a show and a podcast, and I'll have different co-hosts and different people from the community with different things going on. It'll be for my women. Men can listen to. And we're going to have fun and discuss different things. Hopefully you learn things. We'll have differences in opinions. And it'll be really fun. So I'll have more information very, very soon. And I love you all. That's my piece. Peace. And tell me what you think.